Ladies and gentlemen, Tesla hits all-time highs. Kind of funny, we just did a video 2 days ago talking about Tesla hitting all-time highs. And it did. And it finally did. And it did it today. And we're going to talk about the future of Tesla. And since so many of you guys love the Ask Mark, hearing real trader stories, good, bad, and ugly, which nobody shows out there because every guru is just surrounded by success. Everybody who joins all these services on Wall Street, 100% of them succeed, obviously. If you don't believe me, just read every testimonial. We're going to keep it a little real with you tonight. We're going to answer these emails in a real time basis. I am Mark Melnick, and this is the Newsbeat Show. Before we continue, you must know this by pausing it and reading this in its entirety. Thank you so much for reading that. I appreciate you. Now, we're going to go into Tesla real quick. So, a couple days ago, and I just want to give a little follow through for you guys. So, literally, um, it was on Monday evening. So Tuesday, Wednesday. No, I'm sorry, 3 days ago now. I do apologize. 3 days ago, on Monday evening, we talked about Tesla breaking all-time highs. I also talked about a $600 target. And I was talking about the increased volume coming in from the two tranches that needed to be purchased from the S&P. So obviously, the first thing happened where we did hit all-time highs, previous all-time high, and I even gave you the levels, 502.49. Today we were able to hit 508.61. Had a phenomenal trading day. Did really well today myself personally. And we're just going to go right into real traders of the Newsbeat live room. Let them share their stories, good, bad, and ugly. Don't know what they're going to share. We do this in a real-time setting. It's revolutionary. And as the director of trading psychology here, I understand better than most how to approach traders' problems, help them overcome it, hence why we have the largest and most consistent trading room here. So let's go ahead and we're going to start. And this is, you will know as you join the Newsbeat live room to appreciate the booth mail. This is the booth mail. Hello, Mark. Had some wild P&L swings today, but ended the day only $300 away from day highs. Solid day. Using some software to do a scrolling screenshot here. It didn't include the P&L, but had my second best day today, $5,422. Did not even care at the end of it all. Made so much yesterday. The cushion was so fat that I had no fear or FOMO. All right, look, bro. Right over here. First thing is, I'm you're talking right now to a 235-pound dude. Do not fat shame your cushion. Your cushion does not deserve that. All right? I don't want you fat shaming your cushion. That's wrong. So, the cushion was so fat that I had no fear of FOMO. Just wanted to take solid trades. What's the worst that happens? I lose a grand on a solid idea. Um, okay, so generally you'll notice that with people's problems, I tend to spend more time on the email. Here are his trades today, and you just see a bunch of modest trades. A lot of little things, a lot of smart trades utilizing our methodologies, just adding up. Well played on your second day because he had his best day yesterday. If you watch the previous Newsbeat show, you'll see his email as well. And, again, congrats. It was very important that you were able to make money today from a psychological standpoint because you just had your best day. A $1 loss would have caused a lot of psychological damage, believe it or not. It's a saying that when traders have their best day, they tend to lose money afterwards. So to have your second best day after your best day is obviously you being able to control your psychology very well. And that's obviously a result of everything we show you here and teach you here. So congratulations, well played. Keep up the great work. If you don't know the story of Booth, Booth pretty much started with a $1,500 account. And did your account break six figures today, Booth? Did you break six figures in your account? Yeah, I know. Not yet? Okay. 97,500. Keep building, my brother. Next email. Moving on. Hey, Mark. And by the way, people do make fun of me in these emails and they make fun of my voice and my face, so I'm sure we'll run into them. I don't pre-screen them. This isn't, showing you the best of the best and trying to make you fall in love with a fallacy. This is realness, and this is how we psychologically detox at the end of the day. Very important for our traders. I'm going to go into the next email here, but just real quickly, traders usually don't have somebody who actually cares about them to actually talk about and decompress. Most people, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, won't really be able to relate with trading. They won't be able to relate that you had to, do more trades today, or what Tesla was doing and the widespreads were whippy and it was hard to hold, or this, or you went through a loss. Our loved ones, even though they're supposed to care about what we go through, a lot of them just don't really understand. So that's the beautiful thing when you have the largest community here in T3, talking to each other, trying to share their stories, trying to figure out their problems and answering them on a generalized basis. And a lot of times there's almost, in my experience, in 21 years as a trader, 13 years as a broadcaster, in my experience, almost never is anybody's individual problem an individual thing, because an individual problem can be helped by everyone. Everybody can relate to an individual problem. So what I do here on this show, in which I'm going to continue right now, is I answer all the emails anonymously and I show you other people's problems so that you might psychologically grow. Again, I find it very funny how if I asked you right now, what percentage of trading do you think, and it's an opinion, what percentage of trading do you think is psychologically based? And most traders give me 70, 80, 90, 100%. It's not 100%, but it's definitely the number one factor in trading if you ask the vast majority of traders. Hence, when you go and you try to learn trading, they'll show you charts and scans and all these, scammy things. They'll show you these scammy, methods that don't work for the masses. So that is the point of what we do, if you're wondering. Hey, Mark, thanks again for the day. I'm still amazed at how you do what you do all day long running the room, and then you do your evening and weekend shows. I can't thank you enough for all you do. Quick note about today and recently. As I thought it was interesting compared to the past couple of months, I'm still not 100% back after being sick for the last 3 weeks. This impacted my reaction time a bit, but much better this week. In July and August, did you get the COVID, bro? In July and August, I was able to be less disciplined with my trade entries and be very profitable. September and October made sure that trading style would not work as well, and I had to get more disciplined. I teared down in September and October as I adjusted to the different market. November has been much better, and I have finally started to tear up again. I even left a couple of runners on today. Today's trades, 24 total trades. Three had SSE. SSE is Street Smart Edge. It's Schwab's platform. Just if you were unaware. Three had SSE errors where the sell didn't take and it had to go back and sell after a little delay. I've ran into that a couple times. It's annoying. Two trades I did when I was on a conference call and missed the front run. Look, if you're on a conference call, bro, yeah, if you're working another job at the same time of trading, and I get it, I respect you can't beat yourself up over that. You were doing the right thing if you were on that conference call, unless it was a call with your wife and mother-in-law, then you screwed up. But if it was for work, then you did the right thing. Two trades that were good trades but went against me. Rest of the trades were green. So pretty much three were errors. These two don't count if you missed a trade, while you're on a conference call. You says I was dumb for trying to do two things at once. That is a very true statement. You were absolutely dumb for trying to do two things at once. But besides the fact that what you were doing was dumb, the most important thing is that you know what you were doing was dumb, because that's the only way to fix it. The problem with a lot of strategies these days that embed the essence of psychological toxicity is that people do dumb things, but they don't know what they're doing is wrong. I just followed the rules and it's losing. And I followed the rules and it's losing. Do you guys ever feel that way? You've learned a bad methodology and you're executing upon a failing methodology in the current environment. I'm not saying it didn't work last year, last month, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, where the majority of the education you take today was made. But it doesn't work today. So it's very important that he highlights that he was dumb there, because besides the fact that irrelevant, yeah, I mean, it is relevant that it's true. He was dumb for doing that. It's more important that he realizes he was stupid for doing so. And two trades that were good trades but went against me. So basically, you had seven losers, 17 out of 24. I mean, That's pretty standard here for from what I see. You're pretty much batting just barely over 70%, almost 71%. If you got rid of those two dumb trades that you were on the conference call, if you just did not trade while you were on a which I don't blame you. Some conference calls probably sucks. And you know what? If it was with your wife and mother-in-law, then maybe it paid to be in a trade. I don't know. Maybe that would reduce the pain to be in a trade like that. But if you didn't do those trades, you'd be batting a little over 79, almost 80% if you didn't do those trades. So you're batting well. The trades were good today, but yes, you still have to take the quick profits. Minus the two trades I missed, I front ran. And by the way, we teach a front run strategy if you don't know what that means. We have videos on it that's exclusive for Newsbeat Live members. I front ran every single trade, and this is absolutely crucial to having green trades. Thank you for helping teach this method and mentoring us through the tougher environment. I know that this improved discipline in my trading style will make me all the more profitable when the trading gets, let's say, easier. September and October made me a much better trader. Thanks again. And what you're going to realize is a lot of you guys are going to become seven-figure traders, in my opinion, in 2021. A lot of you guys who are doing this thing now are going to hit the seven-figure mark. We're going to have a lot more millionaires in the room than we've had before. It is very important, and I just want to point that out. And I'm proud of you, and I see the way you're growing. And even when you did something, that was screwed up, you were able to literally look at your losses because people don't understand too. An important thing is some people think that all wins are good and all losses are bad. That's not true. If a stock goes against you and you double down, and then it goes against you again and double downs, and then it shoots up and you're barely above break even, that's where you always sell, right? I know you. See, I was sitting behind you magically somehow all these years. But when people do that, that's a bad way to make money because you're just basically trading on borrowed money. One day you're going to blow up, the pain's going to be too big, and you're not going to be able to hold anymore. You're going to blow out your month, your week, your year, your entire account, whatever it is. You're going to do that. So there is a stupid, or let's not say stupid, because it's not really stupid people who do it. It's psychologically toxic strategies that cause people to do stupid things. It's not really, um, you're responsible 100%, but it's not your fault. All right, all right. Just so you know, it's not your fault. If somebody comes over and shoots you in the arm, you're responsible for the shot in the arm. You have to go to the hospital, you'll bleed out, whatever, 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 but it's not your fault. You get the point? So yeah, so the important thing, and this is what we teach here, in which he really resonated well. The important thing here is there were two good trades that went against me, and there were two trades that I lost in which I was dumb. And this is the key to his growth and success. This is why this mentality will make him a consistently profitable trader. So thank you for the email. Let's go on to the next one. Hi, Mark. I have a question. I'm still learning and practicing. The question is, what do you think should be a good trade sample in order to determine what do I do best? So one of the things we do here is I'm not here like most scumbag gurus trying to force methodologies down your throat, telling you to chew it and like it. Like they're holding your mouth open. They're like, I want you to like it. But I'm losing all this money. That's you. You're stupid. Look at my P&L. Ta-da! You suck. If you're failing, buy more from me. That sort of mentality destroys 98. That's why 98% of traders fail, one of the big reasons. So one of the things I do is I want you to discover what you do best. And I literally teach people how to do that. So if you're watching this on YouTube and Facebook, you might be like, what does he mean? How many trade samples should I do to determine what do I do best? My opinion is you could usually learn it after 2 weeks, but you have to take immaculate notes. And immaculate, how long were you in the time duration of trades? So let's go through this. So what would be immaculate notes? Time duration per trade, strategy employed per trade, time of day, P&L of trade. You get those four things in every single one of your trades for 2 weeks. You paper trade everything. And you find out the answer to those four questions on every one of your trades, you will know after 2 weeks easily what you do best. in my experience, on average. Some people will learn after a week. You'll probably already have a good idea after literally a few days, but after 2 weeks, you'll be like, this is it. You'll have that confidence from repetition. How many trades will be the right sample order in order to analyze my performance? Bro, I don't know. I mean, what are you working a full-time job? You're on a paper account. Force every effing trade that you want. I mean, are you trading 9:30 to 4? Do every single trade, but mark down those 4 points that I was making to you. That's the important part. Mark off those 4 points. If you could do this, I don't care how many trades you do. Do whatever you plan on doing. If you're planning on only, if you have a full-time job that you have to go to at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, which a lot of traders do, and you can only trade 9:30 to 10:30, do our 9:30 to 10:30 trades in a paper account, in a practice, and then figure it out. How many? As many as you can execute upon. Paper trade it. And what information do you think I should gather in order to perform a proper analysis of my trading? I already answered this question right here. Do I have to make some sort of trading plan with rules or something? This is one of the funniest things because there are traders out there. Most of you would say, I'm like, is it important to have a trading plan? Most of you would be like, yes, I have to have a detailed trading plan of this. Bullshit. Bullshit. All good traders have that. Uh-uh. Do they have a plan? Yes. Do they have this detailed game plan? Oh, wait. You think I'm wrong? You think I'm wrong? Oh, all right. Well, I'm glad you think that because I'll prove it to you right now. How many of you traders have a game plan but are not consistent? 98, not in the Newsbeat live room. Chill, Newsbeat live room. Chill. Talking to people on Facebook and YouTube. Chill, Newsbeat live room. Not talking to you. Is it bad to have a trading plan? No. Is it important? No. Do you have to have a plan of what to do? Yes. So what do you mean, Mark? I'm confused. What do you mean? Well, do I have to anybody who's like, I'll teach you how to make a trading plan? Scam artist. Trying to pitch you into something that sounds nice to pull you in, and then all your money is given back. They pull you forward, and then they push you away, and you check your pockets, and your wallet is empty, and your credit cards are maxed out. Do I have to make some sort of trading plan with? Yes, your trading plan with rules. I give you the trading plan every single day that every trader needs. Every trader needs. Trade what you do best. That's it. Nothing else. Here's today's tweet. 9 chart. Good morning, Bandits. We give this prior to 9:30 a.m. So this was given at 8:56 a.m. Good morning, Bandits, and you get this for free as a member. You don't have to pay an extra for our Twitter service, just so we're clear. 9 charts I'm focusing on. If you're new here, Tesla all-time high is 502.49. Yesterday's high is 496. Can be interesting if it pushes 500 today. This is what I'm saying in the pre-market. Do you realize how many traders just made their month today? You ready for this? You guys are going to laugh at this. You know how many traders today made their month on, let me just fast forward to today. You know how many traders made their money today when we pushed $500 right over here? And if you were in the room today, you would have heard me say, wait till we break 499.50. I'm going to try to buy in right before 499.50. It went up here right to 499.50. I bought in. The volume exploded. My options exploded. I made thousands and thousands of dollars immediately. Immediately, thousands of dollars. Low thousands on one very small trade. And granted, I made a lot more money elsewhere, but like just one small trade, just that in 1 minute. And this is a 1 minute chart, just so we're clear. Here, look, see. I don't know if it shows it here, but yeah, right there, 1 minute chart. See that? This is a 1 minute chart of Tesla. This bar is between 10:09 and 10:10 a.m. This bar is between 10:10 and 10:11. Within probably 60 seconds, my P&L exploded through the ceiling. And that was just one of the many trades that I've done today. How funny. How funny, how predictable that was very early on. How funny. And then here's your game plan. Trade what you do best. Do not Rambo. Trade what you do best. That should be your game plan every day. Most traders think they have to do everything well. Oh, I need to know how to swing. I need to know how to scalp. I need to know how to intraday. I need to know how to hedge. I need to know this. I need to know that. Really? That's why 98% of you lose. And that's why you can't turn trading into a real job. You turn it into a gambling thing. You're at the casino. You're afraid of missing moves. You got to be in it to win it type of mentality. You follow scammy artist over there who is flashing you everything in his P&L and his Ferrari and his big house and his beautiful view of the beach and the water, and you're automatically sucked in, and he sounds real nice, and he sounds real calm, and he sounds real good, and she's doing things really well for you, and she has really pretty nails because her boyfriend does makeup and nails, and you just get sort of sucked into a dream, a pipe dream that is just really not reality. And that's what Wall Street is. So when it comes to game plans, I have a very simple answer for everything. Why do 98% of people make game plans fail or more? Why do they fail as a trader? Now you tell me I'm wrong with that. I'll just look at the statistical evidence and I'll blow whatever. I'll punch so many holes through your theory you'll look like a piece of Swiss cheese. But nobody likes to be honest here. We like to be, but watch my video. I have something that'll teach you how to write a game plan. And then you get sucked in and you're done. And why does it make me angry? Because you serve something, like I say, if you say you have the best pizza in town and somebody eats a slice of pizza and then they spit it out, it sucks. You just wasted $2, $3. You walk away and you never buy that pizza again. If you teach somebody methodologies that cause psychological toxicity, like trying to make 2 to 1 or 3 to 1 risk reward, and they'll lie to you and tell you can make it 50% of the time. And then all of a sudden you start tilting, you start doubling down, you have a losing day. All of a sudden you start sizing up massively to make it back. Sound familiar? Is Mark talking about me? That's the fault of the guru who showed you that. You're responsible. That guru is not writing you a check. You're responsible for the gains. You're responsible for the losses. I get that. I'm not disputing that. That's all on you. Legally, nobody's responsible for your trading but yourself. But you were taught, you paid money to destroy yourself psychologically using a fallacy of methodologies that were only meant to benefit 1, maybe 2% of the population. That's why it pisses me off, because people who tout these things ruin people's lives and families. Like Max, so you guys like these emails so far? Like max dollar loss to get stopped out per day or max amount of shares contract per day. If you're trading smart, if you're following my methodology, like you see most of the people here saying I'm buying 70, 80, 90, 95%, you're doing something right. I don't even know what a max dollar loss looks like anymore at this point in my career. I don't even know what it feels like anymore. I used to know what it feels like daily. I have so many trading battle scars. You should see what I look like with my shirt off. But I will not make you spit out your food. Ding! Bottom line, you're not supposed to get super beaten up. You are not supposed to get really beaten up. I used to think that. They used to tell me losses are part of trading. And I'm like, yeah, you do take losing trades, but you have to have a hard stop every time. I can't tell you what to do legally. You could do whatever you want. I'm not here giving you stock picks or investment advice or trading advice. But why do people who set these stop losses lose 98% of the time? I'm going back to it, and it's irrefutable and indisputable. You're doing something wrong. So I don't even know like what you want to risk. For me, I never risk a full stop loss on my trades anymore. Anything can happen. I could buy an option contract. I could buy 100 shares of Apple. A meteorite can fall on top of my house. Nobody is selling that 100 shares of Apple. It gets halted. Apple was a Ponzi scheme. They're opening it up at $0. I lose 100%. Okay, fine. But really, I don't even. When was the last time you guys taken a full stop loss? When was the last time one of you took a full stop loss? Time of the day where performance is best achieved. That's exactly what I talked about up here. Time of day. Time of day. That's step 3. So that's very important. Max holding period. You need to figure that out and do what's best for you. And I show you how to do that here. Would this sort of business intelligence be okay for trading? I do not know what you mean by this question. Something like this that always needs to be followed strictly, isn't it? Yeah, you got to do the right thing every day. Only you can define what the right thing is for you. Somebody else telling you what the right thing is for you will end up with 98% of you losing. Are you part of the 2%? Or would you rather be the vast majority of consistently profitable traders here in the Newsbeat live room? Do you have a plan like this? How do you do it? Thanks. I do have a plan. I share my plan with you literally every single day. It sounds kind of monotonous, but I know what I do best. Trade what you do best. That's it. Now, I give you a course that helps you identify what you do best. I do several videos that help you figure out how to do what you do best. I'm even answering it right now for you. Once you're willing to put in that work, you know what I find funny? Failing traders are not lazy at all. They usually put in so much work. They're reading charts all the time and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, that's cute, but it's not really going to get you to the point of where you need to be. You need to put in the right work, not just work, the right work. It's like I'll give you a good analogy. It's like I want to learn how to drive a car. And then I give you a baseball bat and start throwing a baseball at you. Hit the ball. You're going to learn how to drive a car. And it's like, well, I mean, I'm hitting this ball all day. I'm spending hours doing it. Why can't I drive a car? And it's either because you're my ex-wife or you weren't practicing driving a vehicle. That's why you can't drive a car. Okay? That's why you can't drive a car. And considering you're not my ex-wife, it's probably because you never practiced driving a car. So why aren't you successful trading? You are practicing the wrong things, ladies and gentlemen. Because I have seen traders here in this room turning into 6, 7-figure traders after a very short amount of time. A very short amount of time. I've seen it done in months. I've seen it done in a couple years. I've seen it happen. When are you willing to put in the right work? Not the work. All of you are not lazy. All of you are not undisciplined. Some of you are a little, but like most of you have enough discipline. All of you have the right amount of intelligence to trade. Why are you failing? And this is what I try to delve into. And by doing these emails and answering these questions in the room, I can get you to that level. The next title of this email is Huge Error and Fortunate Comeback. Hi, Mark. I have 2 accounts. At some point, I was up in Tesla about 250 bucks. I thought I had marketed out. Went outside to see my 2 ladies. Every single war and issue caused in America was formed by seeing 2 ladies. Every issue any man has ever had was always started by seeing 2 ladies. That's the first part where you messed up. But I know he's talking about his wife and daughter, so it's all good. But I'm keeping an eye on you. Just one of those primos, like, all right, I see what you're up to here. Went outside to see my 2 ladies. When I come back, I was down a few XXX thousands of dollars. So you put 4 X's there. So if you put in a triple X there, then I would think that you weren't seeing your wife and daughter. That would have been very bad. But four X's, it's probably thousands of dollars. Okay, I get it now. Unfortunately, only when I get slammed like that, I go into beast mode. I know it's a mistake going into beast mode with that kind of size. Fortunately, I was able to come back for about 600 bucks after being down $4,000. Bro! Don't you ever walk away from your computer when you have an order again. You thought you market it out? Always write it on a piece of paper so this crap never happens again. Write it on a. I will check my pending orders and position windows before I go out and see two ladies who in whom I know. Talking about toxic, it was all on me. Damn right it was. Lesson for the day. Make darn sure when you mark it out that you actually do mark it out. Amen to that, brother. Love you, Primo. Ja тоже люблю. Thank you for the mentor, teacher, trader, and human that you are. I believe the Q one is where the gargantuan boo boo was. Q means qualified account and other just means regular account. I believe the qualified account is where the. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, definitely. Let's see. Shared a little. Uh, let's see. Damage for us here. All right. Day change, so you made $93 there. You shared another one over here. You lost $250 here. All right, I see total pros. All right, so that's just I see. Oh, you went Rambo on Tesla and Roku, two of our focus names today. Well, you definitely know that you can make thousands of dollars when you're doing the right things, but chill on the Rambo stuff. And how ironic on the Rambo stuff for you. Do you find it ironic that this statement was said at 8:56 a.m.? That's all I'm saying. I literally pointed out that you shouldn't Rambo today, and you Ramboed. I'm happy and blessed you came out of it. I know it was a stupid error that was, you know, it is your fault, but you, slipped your mind. It didn't come from like malicious trading habits. Por favor, primo, just check your market orders before you go outside and see your two other ladies. Hello, Mark. I need your advice on how to be ready for tomorrow. I plan to take one Amazon $3,200. By the way, I don't give it stock picks or investment advice. I plan to take one Amazon $3,200 call for next week as I was okay losing that money as it was 25% out of my today's profit. So you're probably having a damn good day. But instead of replacing my default size of 10 with one, I ended up taking 11 contracts. So what you did was you did a miss highlight. So you tried to highlight the number 10 and press the number 1, but he only highlighted the 0 and pressed 1, so he bought 11. That is how you bought 11 contracts when you meant to buy 1. That is insane. My best advice when you're doing a trade like that, click down on the contracts like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, like the little down arrow. Try that in the future. It'll help you there. That's my advice for that. That I'll give you advice for to put in the correct contract size in the future. Just in case you miss highlight something, you'll actually see the numbers move down. And I could not sell 10 of them as I bought at close. Please guide me how to prepare myself tomorrow in case I start the day with a bigger loss than I wanted to. One contract was okay for me, but 11 contracts is giving up my profits for this week. Thank you very much. So you accidentally bought, just so you know, if you're not familiar with options, we do options in stock. We have, traders who do everything here, obviously. And I can clearly see right now Amazon is down $8.02 after hours at this exact second. And like all I have to say is, does Amazon look like a good long to me overnight? Personally, it doesn't look bad to me. The problem is the Qs are down and the market's down a little after hours, and you just literally, there's nothing you can do at this point. I mean, you can't even trade. I don't even think I don't know what your account looks like, but a, to like do a fully hedged short in common stock versus your calls, which I know you can't do. Most traders can't. But I mean, you're dealing with like, you would need sort of like 3.4 million in buying power in order to like hedge those contracts with short shares. And you could sort of wake up in the morning and try to hedge it that way, or you could just let me tell you what's likely going to happen. And again, correct me if I'm wrong. You're going to wake up and you're going to be up or down or flattish. And that's really it. And there's no easy way to say that. Sorry that you went so heavy. The good news is even if Amazon is down, you're not going to blow up on time value. That's why I went next week with for example, my Moderna calls, which again, I don't know if Moderna is going to work or not. Um, let's see, what is it? Up $1.33 after hours. And by the way, we give um, the most effective overnight program you'll ever meet in terms of swing trading, overnights, and whatever. We are the best in the industry, and we do offer it for you free here. We actually have a high hit rate on our overnights. We don't flood you with 30 trades and tell you, hope that the winners outweigh the losers and turn you into a money manager, which will make your head spin 20 times. We give very few overnights, one or two usually at most. So just keep that in mind. With that being said, you did take 11 contracts of Amazon. I'm assuming they're not going to open up at zero because you have next week's time value attached to them. I'm sorry, brother. To me, most likely you're just stuck here. Whatever happens at 9:30 and after is whatever the market decides to do with you in those calls at this point. You can't even trade out of them. So there's nothing. I know you've been trading real well. I know you had a big five-figure day yesterday, and I think that was your best day, if I'm not mistaken. You had your best day, and I'm ultra proud of you. And I know you're gonna be sweating. You're not going to be able to sleep as well. Use your Philip Stein sleep necklace or bracelet. Use your Philip Stein sleep bracelet tonight, and that's going to help you sleep well. If you don't know what that is, you guys can go to sleepbracelet.com, put in promo code Newsbeat, and you'll get 25% off your entire order. Just keep that in mind. But with that being said, just try to sleep, try to relax, just accept the fact that Amazon's going to gap up or down tomorrow. Just accept that fact. And there's nothing you could do at this point. It was an honest mistake. I taught you how to, because I know that's what you did. You tried to highlight the 10 and 1, but you just highlighted the 0 and then hit 1, thinking that, when you basically, just to show you guys what happened here, in his little box, if he has like 10, his default is set for 10 option contracts. So instead of highlighting it and pressing the number 1, to do 1, what he did was here is he accidentally just highlighted the 0 and then pressed 1, and then now he tiered in for 11 contracts. So sorry that you ended up with that mistake. I'll be thinking about you tomorrow, and I hope you get a gap up in the market. There's nothing more I can say than that, brother. And if there's anything else to do, I wouldn't know what it is. That's it. Just try to remain relaxed. You're in the position. Try to sleep as best as you can. You're an excellent trader. You're a consistent trader. You make money practically every day. You're one of the several, very consistent traders here. No matter what happens tomorrow, remember, this is not going to have any effect on your career as a trader. Even if you hurt your week, you're going to be a trader for a much longer time in my eyes. So you're going to be good, brother. Keep the positive psychology. Hey Mark, just one question today. At 9:57, we were waiting for a Mark 1 Know Your Limit 8. If you don't know what those strategies are, they're strategies that actually work, unlike the guru you're following now strategies, in whom charged you for the strategies. We give you these strategies free, as by being a Newsbeat Live member. We give you, there's more, put it this way, there's more goodie bags here. So we do give you these strategies. I pointed out because Many of you like Mark 1, KYL8, what is that? So I'm trying to explain to you. At 9:57, we were waiting for a Mark 1 Know Your Limit 8 to set up in Roku. The top of the 9:55 candle shows as 248 on my chart, but I remember you saying the trigger was 248.14, the low of the previous candle at 9:55. Did I just hear you wrong, or is that a methodology I don't know of? If triggered on the next candle, I didn't have the time to ask you during the day, so I took a picture attached below. And he types in Newsbeat for life and Newsbeat for L. Um, all right. Okay, you're using Pacific Standard Time, so I'm gonna type in Roku. Let's see what you're talking about here. I'm a little bit confused. You're talking right over here, I think. I don't know if I said the number 248, but the level should have clearly been 248.14. And then afterwards, it was 248.03 after this 1 minute bar close. So if you did hear me say 248, I'm not sure if my mic cut out on you during that time, but 24, I'll confirm with you 248.13 was the level, excuse me, 248.14 followed by 248.03. Okay. So I think just a little misunderstanding there. Other than that, I just want to say thank you for being you and all you do. Okay. Thank you. Hi, Mark. I've been using Thinkorswim for charts, but there are drawbacks that are making me a little unhappy. I want to try TC2000. I'm just going to be using it for charting. That's what I use it for, just for. And they have scanning features, but look, most people who use those methodologies just end up hurting others, even if they use it effectively themselves. So be careful. Um, but they do have amazing charting and scanning and all those stuff. Just don't be scamming. I want to try TC2000. I'm just going to be using it for charting and I want to order it tonight. But before I do, I'd like your input. Could you take a look at the attachment and let me know what is really needed in the radio boxes on the order form for TC2000? Someone like me that just wants charts. Hmm. Let's see. Uh, let's open it up with Paint so I can see what you're talking about. All right, so this is, I can't legally tell you what you should pay for here, but this is what I do. Okay, first of all, you have to pay for the real-time data right over here. You don't need any of this stuff. Don't need any of this stuff. Let me just show you what, let me just make it easier here. This, isn't there something else? That's it. Let me just double check on my TC2000 quickly, just to make sure you're not missing anything. So I'm just going to check here. Here, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, so here, this is what I pay for. It's very simple. You need the simplest thing possible. So this is me over here. I subscribe to the gold plan. It's 300 bucks a year, 299.90, 14.99. Hey, it's renewing literally in like a week, November 23rd, like 4 days. That's the only thing I pay for. That's it. That's the only thing you need on TC2000 if you want to use, precisely what I'm using. So to answer your question, just the top one. That's it. Okay. Uh-oh, dear Mark. Dear Mark, just want to report I am hanging in trading. One day at a time, one trade at a time. I will reach my goals. Today I traded and did not give it back. Did okay, felt fine stopping at 10:30 with a good profit and kept it. Took a little GE, General Electric, and made another 50 bucks. I don't sell as fast as you, and having a smaller account, so money management and conviction is important. The range of stock. I could have had a very short day, but I do prefer a profitable day. My goal is to make money, and my other goal is to sell losers early. I do pay attention to your sell levels. Last green bar, first red bar, get out ASAP. I do hold sometimes past you, but I can really say I hold for profit. You have to do what you do best, brother. I have to practice selling, selling all, selling at market, selling when the stock turns down, and not asking why, just get out. Most traders, they have an ego. Most traders, they're taught to not pay attention to the market. They buy something and almost the trade is out of their hands. It's easy. You throw on the order, you sit back, and you're either gonna hit your take profit level or get stopped out. And that's why you are a scam artist guru. And that's why you're hurting 98% of the people around you. And that's why you are destroying families. You are destroying families' lives by doing your job with a smile every day. And maybe you're a good person. And maybe you don't wish bad on anyone. And I believe that. But you are destroying people's lives by doing that. So, that is why I have my methodology here. And that's why I'm telling you, you gotta sell all immediately. You gotta get rid of your losers immediately, is what I do. I can, again, legally tell you what to do, but getting out, some people get so hell bent on their trade. And this is my answer to you. This is my psychology for you. Your opinion on a trade only matters until you enter the trade. Once you enter the trade, there's a right and wrong way to do things from that point forward, and your opinion on where your stock should or shouldn't go is 100% irrelevant. It's not that nobody cares, you care, but the market doesn't. Your opinion only matters until you put on your trade, and then the market is either going to pay you or take money away from you. If it takes too much money away from you, you probably screwed up royally. Having a smaller account, it's one trade management. I do pay attention to the stock's average trading range, relying on past experience but not wishing and hoping. I know some of the psycho ranges and wild moves, and I am looking to sell fast if it passes beyond normal oscillation with a runner. Again, you might as well be speaking like Cantonese to me right now because I'm saying like oscillation and average. Like these are things I don't use at all. So I mean, I'll take your word for it. I mean, lei ho ma. You might as well start asking me how are you in Cantonese, right? And I would understand your Cantonese better than this. Is my point. That said, I have to take what you say as the main thing. What the room is saying. It is very comforting to be in sync with you in the room. I am happy with all I'm happy with all of you because I am not alone. I am part of the community doing battle together. That's what we do here. We know the importance of the people in the room, people who share their strengths. I always say it. I'm by far the second most important thing in the Newsbeat live room before the community as a whole, and I stand by that. Reminds me of the end scene of the movie Full Metal Jacket. All the singing, the same song. Mickeymouse. All right, cute. Let's see how you did today. All right, bro. Nice. Look at the names you made money in. Tesla, Boeing, you lost money today in. That was a stock that was not on my focus list. Funny, right? That's the one you lost in. The one I was focused on, hellbent, was Boeing and Tesla and Square. You made money in Tesla, you made money in Square, and you even did the General Motors lottery ticket before it exploded when I talked about their electric vehicle meeting right before the stock popped, right? So all the names you made money in today were the names I was focusing on. The ones you lost in is Boeing, and now I'm not saying you shouldn't trade Boeing, just pointing out something for you to take under consideration. You had an awesome day. You locked it in very well. You took a chill pill. You only did one General Motor Lotto early in the day. You were practically done by 10:28 a.m., right before 10:30, first hour of trading, and you had a solid day. I mean, I could do like quick math in my head here. It feels like you had a $600 day, right? Give or take. You made it in an hour and you've been struggling and there's nothing wrong with making 600 bucks in a day. All right? There's nothing wrong with that. That's a $12,000 month, my man. That's $144,000 a year, my man. Keep up the good work. Cut the loser short will be the key to holding on to your money, in my humble opinion. Okay, next email. Hi, Mark. Your callouts and especially Mark ones have been awesome. I really feel like I am gaining confidence these last few weeks. Thanks again. Today's trade's attached. All right. Oh, solid, bro. Solid, bro. What'd you make? 12, 1300 bucks? Look at your two losing trades in Roku. You lost $2.80 and $1.87. This is 100%. Well, besides for this $21 in Sonos, this is 100% small option trades. These are the option contracts here. Two contracts, one, four. You don't need a lot of money to do this. This is a solid day, man. Keep up the keep up the amazing work. Keep up the amazing work. All right. We usually get more emails with traders who are having hard times as well. Sure, we'll come across them. It almost seems like I'm sure if some of you are watching now, you're probably like, is Mark Melnick cherry picking these things? I mean, I hope you don't think that. I'm doing this in front of a live room right now as well as YouTube and Facebook, so they would know immediately if I was ignoring their emails. But these are just the emails. Mark, today was a great day. I continued to take it relatively small, but still managed about $1,000 day, and that is while running my business and leaving by 1:30 to get home to the kids. I'm very lucky that my company is in a position that I can spend time helping at home while learning to trade at the same time. If only I could focus solely on trading. Maybe one day when I sell the biz, haha, I've been in the room almost 2 years and I'm making dollars most days as of late, yet sizing small. Still getting over the other rooms and learning to trade. Yeah, so a lot of traders have come here from rooms in which the gurus filled them up with promise and hope. You know what the funny thing is? The difference of what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to instill confidence with your results. I'm trying to show you that your results should instill confidence in you as a trader, not my results. Yes, my results might blow the panties off of your behind, but that's not going to help you. And I could show you a picture of my P&L, and I could show you a picture of my cars, and I could show you a picture of my house, and I could show you a picture of the fancy things, but that doesn't help you. It's a suck-in. It's a suck-in. It's a marketing scam. It's a marketing scheme. And that's what they do. They fill you up. They show you all this education. They take your testimonial right after you paid for education, right? And you tried it out, like, oh, this is great, and this and this and this and this. And then you're all pumped up and you have the confidence because they blew you up with confidence. And then when you actually walked into the market, you deflated. You made, like, in the cartoons when they inflate like one of the cartoon characters into a ball, and then like Bugs Bunny comes over, for example, with a needle and pops it, and he starts flying through the air making a fart sound the entire time, like that's what happens. You get blown up with confidence from stuff that shouldn't give you confidence. Somebody else's P&L should not give you confidence. Your P&L is where confidence is derived. And that is one of the differences of what I tried to do here. I'm trying to show you that you can do it. I know I can do it. I know I make enough money where I don't need to do this shit and do these shows. Excuse me. I don't need to do this. I don't. I need you to succeed. And I know that sounds very cliche right now. You're looking like, oh, so what? So why are you doing it? Look at all the charities that we give to. Look at the 100+ charities that the Newsbeat Live Room has given to over the past couple of years. That is why I do it. If you become a successful trader, you're going to be able to give to the charities. And if you go to our Veterans Day post and you hit a thumbs up, I'm giving X amount of dollars for every single thumbs up inside that YouTube video. I already did the donation on Veterans Day. I'm going to do a second one tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to donate to the same charity that helps vets with PTSD. There's only so much I'm not going to be able to do crap for charities. I can give money. I'll do very, very little, but honestly, it's going to be insignificant in the long run. If I help thousands of you guys become profitable traders, I'm going to hit you up big time. Oh, don't worry. I'm coming to you with my hands out. Believe me, it's not for free. You're like, oh, I got all this stuff for free. I'm going to come to you and say, donate to this charity. And so many of you give thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. That's what I'm after. That's why I do this job. So when you say you're still getting over other rooms here and learning to trade, I feel you. Trust me, most people in this room are getting over other rooms and learning how to really trade. Having taken my $200,000 account to as low as 106, currently at 110, my goal is to hit it and quit it by 10:30. Sounds like boof on a Sunday. So I can get back to work. I meant Monday. Although today I couldn't log out. Anyway, here is my P&L today. Thank you for all you do. Love our family. Yes, we are more than a community of traders. We are a family. And again, bro, you're just crushing it. You made like 1,200 before. I mean, I could do quick math in my head here. I mean, it looks like you made another 1,000 to 1,500 bucks here. Solid trading the names we look at and everything. You're doing awesome, bro. Keep up the great work. Great job. Super proud of you. All right. And last one. This one actually was from yesterday, and I missed it because it came from yesterday. All these emails that I shared with you right now did come from today, but right now is this came from yesterday. My three sisters law, I think he meant my three sisters in law and my mother in law are over for a birthday. They saw you for the first time. They think you're a beautiful man. All the best. I am a taken Melnick. I but I'm honored and humbled. And unfortunately, unlike some people, Melnick doesn't have a rotation. The only time Melnick has a rotation is when I spin in circles on my chair like this. Ooh, just keep spinning in circles on my chair. Like that's my rotation. All right. With that being said, I do really hope that you guys enjoyed this Tesla all-time high and Ask Mark episode. Let me know what you think. Let me know the problems you have. If you're interested in anything we do here, there are links within the descriptions. Happy trading, make money. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the